Week one of the fantasy football season. He has a few tight ends. I have his sleeper options this week. The first tight end, Tyler Conklin of the New York Jets. And believe it or not, Conklin last season in a Jet offense with Zach Wilson at quarterback still had 61 catches, 621 yards, 87 targets. The only problem, he didn't find the end zone once last season. And this season, obviously Aaron Rodgers back healthy at quarterback. This week, a tough matchup at the San Francisco 49ers. But in this Jet offense, pretty much behind Garrett Wilson, it could be a toss-up who's the number 2 target in the passing game. Either Tyler Conklin or Mike Williams, who's not 100% healthy coming off the ACL. So this week, I know it's a tough matchup. Conklin out there in 80% of fantasy leagues. He's playing with a better quarterback, and we saw it even going back to his Minnesota Viking days. He had some good ball games with Kirk Cousins. So Conklin's a good route runner, knows how to work the middle of the field. And I think even in 14-team leagues, he could be a possible option for fantasy owners. As a sleeper this week, next tight end, Cade Otton of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Cade Otton showed some flashes over the last couple seasons. Last year, 47 catches, 455 receiving yards, and 4 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion. So this Buc offense we know is pretty solid. Rachaad White in the backfield. Baker Mayfield finally found the home, it looks like, with this Buc team, getting a $100 million deal. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and then you got Cade Otton, who's a big target, 6'7", 6'8", in the red zone. And this week, a good matchup with the Commanders coming to town, where we know they're one of the worst defenses in the league over the last couple seasons in terms of giving up points and tight ends having good games versus them. So Cade Otton, he's available right now in 79% of fantasy leagues. He didn't crack my top 15 in the rankings, but someone in deep leagues as a sleeper option, or even leagues where you play multiple flexes, or even 2 tight end leagues, he's the start as Cade Otton, even though 2 tight end leagues are rare nowadays. But I believe Cade Otton could be an under-the-radar player, and some weeks put up some decent ball games. And the third and final tight end I have as a sleeper, Colby Parkinson of the Los Angeles Rams. Tyler Higbee, he's going to be out the first 4 weeks on PUP, recovering from a torn ACL. Parkinson out there in 95% of fantasy leagues. And this is a lead offense, obviously, with the Rams. Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua, Matthew Stafford still could sling it down the field. Kyren Williams in the backfield. And Colby Parkinson the last couple years had showed some flashes with the Seattle Seahawks. Last year, he didn't do much, though. 25 catches, 247 receiving yards, and 2 touchdowns. But we know this offense likes to target the tight end. And Sean McVay, it's a great offense where he finds unknown guys and they get open and make plays. So it wouldn't be surprising to me if Parkinson the first 4 weeks, 5 weeks of the year puts up some pretty decent numbers at the tight end position, just out the top 15 range. So right now, well, he's out there in 95% of fantasy leagues. And if you want a deep sleeper at the position, Parkinson is that this week. So that's a few tight ends as sleepers for week one of the fantasy football season.